Yeah, personally, even I don't like girls who diet because they're too protective of their weight and mass.
I work in the development sector. I wouldn't worry about that phenomenon. I think children are dying needlessly of malnutrition because of lack of access to proper food. And I think if it's compared to a case of any girl dying because she's voluntarily trying to emulate something she considers a figure, I think that's a tiny, tiny minority in our country.
I don't think that's correct.
Oh, oh, Modi ji said it. Oh, Modi said it. Okay. And so Modi ji, I mean, he's been traveling a lot. I'll say that. उसमें उनका oh, यार नहीं बोला.
I think Narendra Modi said it, right?
No.
Yes, yes.
Some Congress minister would have made it.
No, Narendra
Why would
Modi said
Narendra Modi badmouth his own state?
it. I believe this is Narendra Modi who said it.
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, like they're more concerned about because like for how long they're gonna eat papada, jalebi, and all the things.
Rape cannot be consensual. So if you say sexual violence, arises out of some sort of consensus, I don't know. But rape can never be consensual.
Yeah, that's sick, actually. Makes no sense. Who said this?
Okay, I think that's a very backward description of women in general, and once again very shocking.
Like guys here in Delhi, especially in India, I have been abroad also, but guys here in Delhi, they have that very narrow kind of thinking with them. So it's with consent of guys only, not with the women.
What I think personally is that it's not consensual by any manner. That well, people do think that women do invite it at times. I'm not trying to be controversial here, but yeah, it might be the dressing.
Well, I'm probably then highly at risk of committing rape because I really like noodles.
I've been eating chow mein from childhood, and I assure you that I've never done anything wrong. Yes.
I think why don't boys get raped because they also eat momos and chow mein so much?
I don't know how rape and noodles are connected with each other, but it may not be the most healthiest thing to eat, but I don't think that encourages people to rape other people.
Really?
Really? Exactly, really?
Where's the link?
Crazy shit.
I don't know. It's really stupid. I still cannot believe that we are actually doing as our country. We were being so.
नेता के साथ ऐसा कुछ हुआ होगा तो उसको बोलो टेस्ट करवा ले पहले डॉक्टर्स है बहुत यहाँ पर.
It's natural. They're supposed to grow, right?
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one. I've heard the contrary, that men shouldn't cut their hair because it reduces their sperm count, both of which I don't attribute much factual basis to.
I mean, I'm a designer, and I would like that women dress as they please.
I mean, अगर उन्हें पसंद है कि लोग देखें, उन्हें पसंद है लोगों को दिखाना. What's the problem in it? उन्हें क्या problem है?
And if there are guys out there who think that jeans would provoke them, I think
jeans would provoke them. I think they shouldn't wear themselves.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
They will look at.
How can you wear jeans and then
in the mirror and they get aroused by them?
Yeah, they probably get aroused by themselves.
By themselves.
I don't know if rape actually happens because of the way a woman would dress. Definitely not.
People are crazy.
Why not? They should. How does it make a difference?
I think we should, cut this stereotypeness and try to just be more mature and think a bit more broad-mindedly. Really stupid.
It's totally wrong that they shouldn't go out with, not random, but people they are not really well aware of. Because it might be a good guy, Like there are good people, like I'm also a good guy. So...
As a French citizen, I'd like to know how that works, but I don't really believe it's possible.
Yeah, well, 15 minutes is a bit. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be possible.
How?
Again, it's
Who says this? Who has time to say this stuff?
Is it? How come comparing terrorists with a woman with your lipstick and powder? No. No, actually not.
that's just a really stupid thing to say. To equate someone who's made up, and that's a good thing, I think. Equating that to a terrorist.
I don't think the Gita says that at all. People may say that. I think if I've understood some aspect of Vedanta, and I'm not a Hindu, I'm Parsi, I don't think that that's what the books say.
People think that the different religions divides people, but that is really stupid. People are people. We have the same blood. We have the same soul. Everything it's same. Just a brand is different. It's like if a person is wearing a Nike and a person is wearing Adidas, that's the same thing.
I think it's true, but not in isolation. It is central to the soul of India, absolutely, because India has had a Vedic culture for centuries, or for millenniums. But I think the Bible and the Quran, and I can see my wife with a very judging look on her face, but the Bible and the Quran are also now central. As I said, it can't be said in isolation.
Why?
Why? I mean, who
Why?
said that?
I'm a Punjabi. I eat everything, everything.
Yeah.
How
They should not leave the
how does
country.
religion matter if you're
Yeah,
eating
it's-
anything
it's
or
something,
not?
Yeah, I'm Muslim. Do you think that Muslims should give up eating beef?
No.
We don't eat beef.
Yeah, look, I'm a vegetarian, and but I will definitely not impose my views on anybody.
Why should they leave the country? It's up to one personal individual person, if they want to eat or not.
See, killing someone that if it's not allowed, that's probably crime. But if we are killing an animal and then exporting huge quantities of that animal, and we are not even consuming in our country, I mean that does not make sense.
No, but they should not give up eating beef if they want to be.
They can do whatever the hell they want to.
Yeah.
They want to eat a human, they can. Not really, but
Partially agree, not completely. Yeah, because after all, it's you should not hurt someone other's religion just because you like something.
Nah, I don't think it could have ever been possible that he was a British agent. No.
I don't think he was. And certainly not in the film that I saw. No, I think that's absurd.
If somebody is saying it, it's not believable.
Can't say, but if we take from side of Bhagat Singh, if I'm taking, so he can be considered.
Well, definitely, because even in the serials, right, they usually show that some chamatkar happens, people just cut it off, they place it on their heads, and suddenly jud gaya, sir. But scientifically, if we have to put logic into it, so I certainly believe it must have been plastic surgery or some very high-tech technology back in those days, but definitely not some chamatkar or magical notion that happened.
I think this experiment should be tried on a politician first, and then we'll think about it. Yeah.
Logically, it's presumptuous to assume that you need a husband to do that. And
Correct, I agree.
and I mean, it's just a very patriarchal statement at the end. It's stupid.
उन्हें मतलब ही नहीं पता. They don't know what marriage is. Girls at 24 don't realize what actually marriage is. How can a girl at 16 realize it?
I mean, nothing happens. I mean, if she doesn't get married at 30, nothing happens. I mean, it is her decision, and she will marry at when she wants to marry, and she will marry whom she wants to marry.
Yeah, this is still very disturbing, coming from politicians, leaders, and the like.